Guys, aren't you glad that God does not always grant you what you ask for? Because sometimes we are not ready for what we're asking for. We are not mentally, spiritually prepared for some of these things that we ask for. We can become greedy. We can become greedy. And what I mean by that is, do we have to have all the colors of the same shoe? Do we have to have all the colors of the same handbag or even eyewear, watches, whatever the case may be? And sometimes we are praying for stuff that we don't even need. I think back to the time, it wasn't too long ago, that I was car shopping and I wanted this particular car. And this car came with a serious price tag. Yes, I could pay for it, but was that the right thing to do? Especially, I'm talking about retirement. And I was able to walk away from that vehicle. But at the time, oh, you couldn't tell me anything. I just knew that I knew deep down that I just needed this car. It felt so good. I looked good in it, but it came at a cost. And sometimes people will tell you, oh, you should just go ahead and reward yourself. You deserve it. You know how we do. I work hard. I do this, I do that. But we're not thinking down the line. We're not thinking about car maintenance. We're not thinking about unseen events that may come our way. We just want what we want. But Isaiah 55, verses 8 through 9 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways, says the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." God knows what is best for us. He knows what is best for us, and everything in His timing. And sometimes God is protecting us and we don't even know it. We can't even see it. It's protection. You did not get that job for a reason. It was protection. You did not move to that state because of protection. It wasn't meant for you to move at that day or that time. It just wasn't your timing. And we don't understand it. And some of this is where we have to learn how to trust God. We have to trust God with everything. We just shouldn't be out there doing whatever we want to do, making these decisions without consulting Him first. When you have a major decision, push back, hold off. Don't let anyone talk you into, oh, it feels good, it looks good, let's do it right now. No, 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 no. A lot of people go and get married thinking that this is my dream guy, my dream girl. You've only been knowing this person for 2 weeks, for a month. Now, you do have that small percentage, and let me say small percentage, 1 to 2% people who get married like that and it works out. Very small percentage. But when you're talking about taking on a spouse, bringing someone in your space around your children, if you have kids, we got to be so careful. We got to be so careful. Let's trust God for His perfect timing. And we have to understand, again, His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. We can't even think on that capacity. We shouldn't even try. We should not even try. We could never be on that level. It's no way, no way. So let's just be grateful that God didn't answer every prayer that we put before Him. Let's just be grateful He doesn't do that. You know, we have to always be thinking, what could happen next? What if something doesn't work out? What if I have this big heavy bill that comes in, and now I have myself overwhelmed. What if they cut out the overtime? A lot of people buy homes based off of overtime. You can't do that. You never know what can happen. I always think back to when my husband got hurt at work. We went from two incomes down to one income, and life kept on lifing. Bills kept on coming. But God made a way. But I'm just saying, did not foresee that happening. Anything can happen. We should not always be in a feel good mode where we just want to buy based off of our feelings. You know, we should not be in a situation where we're making decisions based off of how I feel. I feel this today. I may feel something totally different 3 weeks from now. You ever heard of buyer's remorse? Relationships remorse? It happens. It happens. That's why it's so important for us to consult God about everything. I don't care how small it is. Consult him. You might say to yourself, God don't want to hear that. Yes, he does. He wants to hear from his children. And what we say and think is important to him. Don't just take a job because they're paying $25,000 more. You got to understand impacts, what can happen down the line. Just don't follow the money. Don't be quick to follow the money. Don't do it. We see a lot of things happening with celebrities now, and these people have money. But guess what? It does not exempt them from trouble. Trouble come at every hand. That's why we have to consult God for everything. Everything. And let's not be so quick when our prayers aren't answered. We need to be grateful that God is not answering some of our prayers, because it's all about our emotions. We're so quick and moved by our emotions, how we feel. We'll leave somebody in a minute, they make us mad. They say something out of the way to us. Oh, I'm done with you. I know you just didn't say that to me. Because we are emotional beings. We are emotional beings. So, again, just think about some of the things you wanted God to do for you. Just last month, what you asked for. Now you see it in a whole different viewpoint, a whole different viewpoint. Think back to the person you wanted in your life 10, 15 years ago. Think about it. Now you're like, I'm so glad I didn't do that. I'm so glad I didn't move forward with that. Think about something you were thinking about purchasing, a major purchase, and you was just ready to go all in, all in. God said, no, I'm not going to open up this door. That's why we need to thank God for open doors, but I clap for closed doors, because again, I don't know what God is protecting me from. I don't know what he's protecting me from. And I have to learn how to trust him more and more and more every day. I got to give it to him more and more every day. Lord, take this. Is this the right thing for me to do? Do you see me doing this, God? Show me in your word. Show me a sign. Send somebody my way for confirmation. I'm talking to you, God. Now I need confirmation. I need a listening ear so I can hear from you. All right, guys. So I just want to stop by and just tell you, thank God that he does not answer every prayer. Okay, until next time, continue to grow and glow.